Hey guys, Dr. Hunt again at Hunt Physical Therapy. Today we're going to talk about some stretches you can do at home to address anterior hip impingement. What I mean by that is a pinching or tightness in the front of the hip that can cause pain, especially if you sit too long or first thing in the morning or upon doing any activity really if you've been immobile for a period of time. The pain is usually in front of the hip. It can also be down in the groin area as well. One of the most common causes I see in my practice is just progressive tightening in the hip due to maybe some arthritic changes or a career where you have to sit a lot, or even athletic activities where there's just repeated hip flexion like cycling. A lot of cyclists have tightness in the front of their hip capsules. So these are some great joint mobilization technique and stretches you can do with a exercise band at home. So let's start with one. Just take one of these large exercise bands. You can buy these now at HpT&x and just place it so that it's real close to the hip joint up in the upper part of your leg. Okay, so just as high as you can get it up there comfortably, and then scoot out so that you can feel some pull towards the line away from your hip, so that creates a little distraction force in the hip joint. Okay, so a couple things you can do here is just lunge forward and back. If you feel it's too easy, scoot a little bit further out so that there's more lateral pull in the rubber band, creating a little stretch or separation in that ball and socket joint. Again, the hip joint's what we call a ball and socket joint. So you got a ball sitting in a groove like that. And so when you do activities like this, it just stretches the head of the femur bone out like that and creates some space. Okay, and just do this 10 to 15 repetitions. Okay, there's another one you can do with the band. Same position, but now kind of do this internal rotation movement with the band around your upper thigh. These are great stretches if you do squats in the gym and you have trouble going down all the way due to pinching in the front of the hip joint. I recommend my athletes try this and see if that helps some of that pinching when you come down to do a squat. Okay, so the last one is a distraction stretch. So on this one, you're gonna basically take the rubber band and do a figure 8 like that, and then scoot back. So you can see how this would pull in this direction on the lower extremity, creating some space on the hip joint. And just scoot back until you feel a good pull, and just kind of relax into it. Sometimes it's useful to have something underneath your lower leg like that, but you can appreciate how that rubber band now is pulling down on that leg, creating a little bit of space in that hip joint. And on this one, you literally can hang out for a couple minutes. All right, guys, so that concludes our video on some stretches you can do for anterior hip pain due to impingement. So again, you can get that rubber band at HpT&x, and we appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Okay, thank you.